Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Chicago BlackHawks and the Boston Bruins, and wow, what a game that was. That was unbelievably one of the best games in the Stanley Cup Final we've seen in quite a while. So, with that being said, I'm going to now turn it over to myself, Sensman and Leafsman, and we're going to get right into the video. Let's begin. My, what a beautiful day in Boston. Though it smells... Oh. Where's Leafsman? Okay, that was very weird. Okay, let's just get right into the recap. So, first period, Johnny Oduya takes an interference penalty, which wasn't really an interference penalty, but it kind of paid off in the shorthanded way when Michael Handzus scored his third of the playoffs, assisted by Brandon Saad at 6:48. However, on that same power play, Rich Peverley, of all people, scores on the power play his second of the playoffs from Andrew Ference, ties the game at 1-1. In the second period, Jonathan Toews finally gets the monkey off his back by redirecting a Michael Roosevelt point shot through the pads of Tukarask to make it 2-1 Chicago in the second period. But obviously this is where things get very wild, as Patrick Kane gets a seventh of the playoffs from Brian Bickle and Michael Roosevelt to make it 3-1. Boston would respond with Milan Lucic scoring his sixth of the playoffs from Zdeno Chara. Chicago would respond though with Marcus Kruger scoring his third of the playoffs from Michael Frolik and Dave Bolland, making it 4-2 Chicago. However, that wouldn't last long, as Patrice Bergeron scores his eighth of the playoffs on the power play from Zdeno Chara and Jaromir Jagr to cut the lead to 1 and make it 4-3 after 2 periods. The lead wouldn't last long for Chicago though, as at the beginning of the third period, Patrice Bergeron scores his second of the game, his ninth of the playoffs, to tie the game at 4, assisted by Jaromir Jagr at 2:05. And then about midway through the game, David Krejci takes a hooking penalty, which leads to Patrick Sharp scoring his 10th of the playoffs on the power play, assisted by Marian Hossa, who came back after missing Game 3 with a mysterious injury of some sort, and Duncan Keith at 11:19. But that wouldn't also last long, as Johnny Boychuk scores his sixth of the playoffs to tie the game at 5 from Nathan Horton and David Krejci to send the game into overtime once again. Oh my god. But thankfully, Chicago would end it in overtime with Brent Seabrook scoring his third of the playoffs from Brian Bickle and Patrick Kane at 9 minutes and 51 seconds in the first overtime period to win the game 6-5 in overtime. Wow. Now that is a shootout in the playoffs. Like, I can't believe the amount of goals that I saw the other night. So with that being said, let's get back to the review table and let's get some final thoughts. So yeah, overall, it was a very eventful game. A lot of goals, a lot of controversy, a lot of everything. I still can't believe that Rich Peverley scored on the power play. Like, this is a guy, okay, sorry, I can't believe I'm raising at the top of my voice here, but look at this. He's a shutdown centerman, okay? We know that. We know he can be offensive. We saw that in the Cup run 2 years ago. We know that he can drop the gloves at any time that he wishes. We know that for some odd reason, he feels the need to wear number 49 to show that he's the boss. He is not the boss, alright? Anyways, okay, what am I saying here? Anyways, but I just still can't believe that Rich Peverley scored on the power play. And seriously, some of the goals Crawford should have had. The Peverley goal he should have had. The Boychuk tying goal he should have had. And, yeah. But, anyways, other than that, despite the goals, it was an awesome game, and Chicago is now back even in the series, heading back to Chicago for Game 5 in a couple of days. So, overall, I'm really excited for this one, because I got a feeling that Chicago may, are going to put themselves in a position to win the Stanley Cup this year, but you never know. So we're going to wait and see until Game 5, and yeah, so overall it was great. Brent Seabrook continues to be a playoff hero, because, I mean, remember when they were down 3-1 to the Detroit Red Wings? Seabrook was the guy that won the series for them in overtime in Game 7 in Chicago. Had they lost the game, oh man, there would have been some serious changes in the offseason. But anyways, now they're in the finals, and I'm very happy with that. So yeah, overall, great game. A little sloppy at times. Well, not really sloppy, but, you know, it was awesome at some points. It was fantastic at some other points. It was epic. It was somewhat epic. You know, it was just, this game made you speechless with all the goals and the controversial calls. And on this topic of Rich Peverley, the penalty that he drew on was it Jalmerson or Letty, or anyways, the penalty that he drew on Chicago, the tripping penalty, that was such a late call by the officials. I got so pissed off at that, so I just hope there isn't any calls that could change the outcome of this series that, you know, that will make one team upset and one team happy. So I just want this to be a fair series for the remainder of the finals. So anyways, that is my video review of Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Chicago BlackHawks and the Boston Bruins. I will see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible in my next video. And yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I will catch you in a couple of days, because Game 5 won't be until Game 5 won't be for a couple of days, so just be patient on that, and I will. And obviously there'll be some other surprises that will be coming up very soon, as I mentioned in my Grimlock video a couple weeks ago. And yeah, so stay tuned for a couple videos. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, so anyways, that's my video review of Game 5. Not Game 5. This is my video. That is my video review of. Start over again. That is my video review of Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Chicago BlackHawks and the Boston Bruins. I'll see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible in the next video. Yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.